In the heart of Australia, a woman named Sarah met a man named Alex online. He claimed to be a wealthy businessman from the United States, but what Sarah didn't know was that Alex was a master of deception. Disclaimer: this story is based on true events, but some details have been altered to protect the identities of those involved. As Sarah became more entangled in the relationship, she began to send Alex large sums of money. But when she finally realized she was being scammed, it was too late. Pause, this is a crucial moment. Subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Now, let's continue. Sarah's bank account was drained, and she was left with nothing but heartache and regret. The Australian authorities were able to track down the scammer, but not before he had already targeted numerous other victims. In the romantic city of Paris, France, a young man named Jack thought he had found his soulmate in a woman named Colette. However, Colette was not who she claimed to be. Disclaimer: this story is a blend of fact and fiction, and any resemblance to actual events or individuals is purely coincidental. As Jack and Colette's online relationship deepened, Colette began to ask Jack for financial assistance, claiming she was in a difficult situation. Jack, blinded by love, obliged, but soon discovered that Colette was a skilled con artist. Pause, this is a crucial moment. Subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Now, let's continue. Jack's financial losses were significant, and he was left to pick up the pieces of his shattered heart. French authorities were eventually able to apprehend Colette, but not before she had already deceived numerous other unsuspecting victims. In the bustling city of Lagos, Nigeria, a man named Michael posed as a wealthy oil tycoon on social media. He caught the attention of a woman named Emily from the United States, and they began a romantic online relationship. Disclaimer: this story is inspired by real events, but the names and details have been modified to maintain confidentiality. As Emily became more and more entrenched in the relationship, Michael began to ask for money, claiming he needed it to secure a business deal. Emily, swept off her feet by Michael's charm, sent him the money, but soon realized she was the victim of a romance scam. Pause, this is a crucial moment. Subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Now, let's continue. Emily's financial losses were substantial, and she was left to deal with the emotional aftermath of the scam. The authorities were able to track down Michael, but he had already disappeared into the vast city, leaving behind a trail of broken hearts and empty bank accounts. In the picturesque city of Vancouver, Canada, a woman named Rachel thought she had met her perfect match in a man named David. However, David was not who he claimed to be. Disclaimer: this story is based on actual events, but some details have been altered to protect the identities of those involved. As Rachel and David's online relationship progressed, David began to ask Rachel for money, claiming he was in a difficult financial situation. Rachel, smitten with David, sent him the money, but soon discovered that David was a seasoned scammer. Pause, this is a crucial moment. Subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Now, let's continue. Rachel's financial losses were significant, and she was left to cope with the emotional trauma of the scam. Canadian authorities were eventually able to apprehend David, but not before he had already targeted numerous other victims, leaving behind a trail of heartbreak and betrayal.